Welcome back to Dine with Jockey Domo's channel. I want to say thank you to everyone who has continued to support us, viewing our content, liking, commenting, subscribing, and I also want to welcome our new subscribers. You feel at home. This is where you belong. We are going to transform your kitchen experience together as we share ideas, as I learn and as you also learn, and also as you share your ideas with me. Always show a positive energy, make positive corrections where need be, and we shall be very grateful. So today we're going to make the highly anticipated recipe, pilau. And pilau, from the slight research that I've done, it is very popular in East Africa and some few Arabic countries. Actually, this is the only recipe in Kenya that is originally ours, and which we can say uses a lot of spices. Basically, what you need to have is rice and pilau masala. But for us, we we love extra. So for us, we have modified it, and I'm going direct to introducing my today's ingredients. I have my 2 tablespoons of salt. Then I have 320 grams of beef. It's going to be beef pilau beef. Sorry, my meat has a lot of fat, which I highly hate, but you're going to use that for today. That's what we got in our market, in our butchery. So we have our pilau masala, we have our cube, we have clove, we have cumin, we have paprika, we have black pepper, and then we have our bay leaves. Then tomato. I'm going to use a lot of tomatoes because I don't use tomato paste from the commercial one, the ones with preservatives. So I'm going to use this. I'm still promising our tomato paste recipe is going to be on very soon. Then we have our 3 cloves of garlic. We have 1 chunk of ginger, 1 carrot for garnishing. This one will be cooked at the simmer. It's not going to be fully cooked, although I also intend to include a salad of paprika, capsicum, that is red and yellow. That's what is going to be our salad. And then we have our onion. Normally I use 2 onions, but today it happens that we have a 3/4 left, so that's also going to be enough. And then our foil. This is what we're going to use when simmering. And then we have our 500 grams of rice. This is basmati rice. I prefer this rather than pisholi. These ones, you'll see the results. Then we have our 250 ml of water. This is what I'm going to use to cook my 500 grams of rice. Yeah. And we'll get to our chopping of our ingredients, but in the meantime I'll be cooking my beef. I'll be cooking it together with our 3 cloves of ginger. I'll explain why I don't crush it. Then yeah, I'm going to add my salt. Actually, I'm going to add all of it. And then I want to state here that except for pilau masala spice, the rest I'm going to use a half teaspoon of each spice. And then for the bay leaves, I'm going to use only 2 or 3 leaves. That would be enough for our recipe of the day. I'm preparing this type of recipe and using this kind of style, you should always dice your you should always dice your onions like this. This should be big enough, because you're going to cook them together with the meat before it starts browning. And so if you cut them, we slice them the way we normally slice them, thinly, they are going to brown. Okay, we need them to be brown, but they might become black, and that is not what we want. So that is ready now, as we wait for our beef to lose all its fatty part, so that it can be part of our cooking. Yeah. I'm going to add my all ginger, because since that our garlic is getting ready. Okay, the reason why I cook garlic like that, I noticed that you can cook it and it becomes so soft, and you can crush it well inside here. So that is the advantage. I decided to be taking that advantage of cooking it together with the meat while it's releasing its flavor and aroma together with the meat, instead of crushing it outside and losing some few parts to waste. So at this stage, I'm going to add our oil. Now, another point that I want to make here, pilau is all about oil and spices. So this is whereby, even if you don't like oil, that is if you have not been instructed by doctor to stop using oil, yeah, we excuse you. You can use as much as you wish to ensure that your rice gets the best flavor and the taste and the shiny property. So again, I do not use a sprayer like this. If you have a bigger sprayer with a bigger service area than mine, the better. This will ensure that your rice get cooked so well and to perfection, like the way you see some chefs producing mchele kama imepikwa kamoja kamoja. That trick can only be realized if you have those kind of sprayers. Yeah, I always plan to have it, but I keep on postponing. Very soon I'll change these pots and get the best one. Our onion, yes, so that now we can start getting cooked before our meat is brown. At this point, our onion is soft and it's already translucent, so I can add our spices so that we can start mixing and releasing their aroma. Okay, I'm also going to add the cumin together with everything. But I've left the bay leaves behind, because I'll put them while after adding water to our rice. So we'll be back after our onion gets to be browned. That's when we'll be back. So this is how our onion is looking like, and I don't want to give it more time because it might go haywire. So we're going to add. I have no problem with the skin, so I'm going to cook them like that. I'm not going to bread them or peel them. So I'm only going to give them a good cook, like 2 to 3 minutes. You can see my screen is so hot. So by the time I'll be opening this after 2 minutes, they'll be ready. So this is how they are looking like, and they are very ready to give us that red paste or tomato paste, and that is it. No tomato paste required or needed for us in our kitchen. Yes, I've been so too lazy to make one. That is why we don't even have one in our freezer. So at this juncture, we are going to add our rice, basmati rice. So I'm going to give it another mixing or mixing, so that our rice can mix properly with our oil flavors before we even add our water. If you don't like this color, you can as well add your tomato paste. You can make a tomato paste with your paprika. It is going to give you that color, red color, ile inashika kabisa. So, but for us with this, we call it our yummy pilau. And already you can tell. So I'm going to give it like 2 minutes. 2 minutes to cook in those flavors. Not 2 minutes really, 1.5. Then I'm going to add our cold water. Some will add hot water. For me, I had not done that preparation, so I'm just going to add our cold water, and it will be cool too. So it's exactly 2 minutes later. It is looking like this. So I'm going to add our 750 ml of water. Others will add 1 liter, which is still okay. But for me, because I love experimenting, I learned I can as well use 750 ml. And this will give me the light shape na kamchele kamesimama and still bado ikiwa imeiva. So I'm going to show you those tricks that I use. So first I have to ensure that penye ilikuwa imeanza kushikashika, or because it had started sticking, this is not a non-stick spool here. I have to give it another styling. Stealing or styling? No, stealing. Yeah. So that way, allow it to boil. Then from there, I'm going to reduce the heat. I'm going to cook it at a low temperature. Pole too, very patiently. For you to have that yummy and delicious meal, you have to be patient. Patience. Yeah. And I think it's like every particle is now out of it's not any sticking. So it's like that. It's at this stage when it's immediately start boiling, that's when I usually add my berries. And I'm going to give it a good mix in so that I can as well add my foil. Add my foil. I'll cover it with my foil so that we can start cooking it at the low heat. So that steam will be so essential to ensuring that our rice get cooked and does not become soggy. I'm going to open it before the water is completely finished fried, so that we can add our carrots and the green paprika or green hoho, and we start working on the dressing of our pilau rice. Our pilau is cumin, and at this stage, this is when I add, it's almost like ready. This is when I usually add my carrots for garnishing. Garnishing is basically dressing or making your food look beautiful, since if you don't make your food appealing to the people, they might lose interest even before they eat with their mouth. So I'm going to give it a slight mix, and then I'm going to add my green capsicum like this. It's not a must. This is how I like doing it for my family. Just like I normally do with my jollof rice. So in the next 5 minutes our rice is ready, and we have only cooked it, since we started adding rice, we have only cooked it for 10 minutes. Oh no, not 10 minutes, 7 minutes. Have a look at our masala, and it's looking like this. We need to give it some more time. If you don't have a baby, or you planning to have a stewed rice or pilau, you can go ahead and cook it. Give it like 2 minutes more. But because for us we will be having it this way, we are not going to look further or to cook it further. This is already how it's looking like. With basmati you don't even need a fork. All you just need is to cook at the right heat, the right amount of oil, and your rice will be like this. You see? That way. It's no magic. It is very possible. This is our pilau recipe, and this is how it's looking like. I've just done a simple dressing with our yellow and red capsicums, or your ordinary hohos, the colored ones, and then one tomato. I've just basically cut it in the usual way that we normally do it, and that's how it's looking like. So if you love our content and you may wish to keep learning from us, leave a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe so that I can continue knowing that you like our content and to give me that support. Thank you so much.